The first message that's coming in is for a Sagittarius, and you are going to be having a spiritual epiphany. This is a spiritual experience that's going to be strengthening to you along the lines of something religious or something that helps you to understand something that's going on spiritually. Some of you may have been in spiritual warfare, and you're going to have a breakthrough in that area, Sagittarius. You're also highly likely to interact with a Taurus, Capricorn, or Virgo earth sign. Either before, during, or after this experience. And this is definitely going to be something that you can share with an earth sign. It's going to help to encourage them in many, many ways. That's what I'm feeling. There's another message that's coming through for a Taurus. A choice that you make is going to be very enlightening. It's going to help you to feel better about your life. It's going to help you in regards to leveling up as well. You're also likely to encounter a Gemini on an excursion before, during, or after you make this choice. That's coming in as very imperative for you to make. And those are the major messages that are coming in from your spirit guides at this point in time for those two signs. And one word of advice is all about knowing when to walk away. Because you may not feel that you want to give up. You guys may feel like giving up is not an option. Giving up is not something that you want to be known for doing. However, some things are just not good for your soul. Some things are just creating dead weights within your life. The more you deal with them, the more dead weight you are acquiring. And this is a message that's coming in from spirit as well. So what are the ways in which you're going to know for sure that you need to walk away? Something that you may not have otherwise paid much attention to. When you are constantly saying you're not going to tolerate something and it keeps coming up, that's because it's not meant to be transformed in the way that you're trying to do it. someone or something has to be transformed on its own. Something that's coming in is not being fair. This is something that you may need to leave alone. And these are the signs that are coming up, because when something, they say nothing is fair at all. So let me get a little bit more clarity on that, because what's coming up here is that there's no justice for you in a certain area, and you don't want that to interfere with your domestic bliss. You don't want to continuously give support and encouragement and put all of your energy into stroking someone's ego or something of that nature when things are not progressing. Things are not progressing for either of you. If you're in a relationship like that, the road to justice is on another street, so to speak. And that's what's coming in for you guys. Just be aware of that, because sometimes, you're looking, and it doesn't matter how hard you look for the mall if you're not on the same road as the mall. Now, if you're right down the street from the mall, right up the street from the mall, you can just keep straight and it's going to be there. But if it's not on the map within your vicinity, then guess what? You're going to have to go to a whole different vicinity just to be near the goal that you're trying to reach. And so this is your guardian angel coming in. And if this applies to you, to say, you're on the wrong street. And you just are going down the wrong pathway. So if it's about getting there and taking the long way, it just depends on how much time you feel you have. They say the clock is ticking. They say you never have enough time, and some people say you have nothing but time. So it's all about what you've experienced and how much time you're willing to take to bake your own cake, to get something accomplished. And if you're willing to go the long way, the hard, long route. Because again, if you are trying to navigate on a boat and you're not in water, then you're going to have an issue. And this is a given, this is just something to reassure you that if you leave something alone, that doesn't mean that you're a giver-upper. You're not, no matter how many times you call yourself that, you don't need to expend all your time, effort, and energy on something that really there's no way for it to occur if you're going about it a certain way. So some things aren't really realized until you look at them in hindsight. And that's the nature of the life that we live as humans. It's all about experience and so forth and so on. So you can't really knock it, because you learn in the end. And once we transform, and everyone doesn't have to die to do it. Some people are going to be caught up, just into the sky. If this is what you believe, and this is what I believe, and just sharing that with you, knowing that some things have limitations and they aren't going to be able to affect you, and you won't experience the stress of things that, once you learn how to walk, you don't have to go back to the memory of even crawling. You can, and then you've learned, and you're not really in that same frame of mind. You can do it. You can do it. You've been there, done that. And this is what's coming in for you. Don't beat the dead horse. Allow things to go a certain way so that certain lessons can come out and not really hinder someone's thinking anymore. You know, let them find out a boat can't get them to the mall. Maybe if they're in Italy or what part of Texas? San Antonio. All right. Other than that, there's only so much you can help someone. All right. Until next time.